Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. Thank you for dropping by my first Q&A. I want to start out with yet another apology because I did not take the time to sit down and cut and paste all your beautiful little comments and stick them on the video all professionally like every other YouTuber has time for. So again, I apologize in advance, but it will appear on screen just totally shitty. Enough fucking around. Let's make it happen. Dylan Sepulveda says, what's your input on Avenged Sevenfold? I really don't have a very strong opinion on them one way or another. I like them. They're an excellently talented band. Most of their stuff doesn't really jump out at me. It doesn't really make me super happy and up, and it doesn't make me hate them by any means. But frickin' the song The Stage from the album The Stage that was suggested to me for Song Suggestion Friday, I literally listened to that song about 30 times on repeat at work today. It was a frickin' awesome song. Just by that alone, I can't hate them. Say the usual shit, you know, sad that the Rev died, he was a great drummer. Sinister Gates is an awesome guitar player. The other dude who's a guitar player, sorry I forget his name, he's a lefty, which is frickin' sweet. And you have to pay extra money to get his signature model in left-handed. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm sure some of you are waiting for me to comment on Mike Portnoy in the band. I didn't even listen to it while that was a thing, so I have no idea. I mean, it just doesn't seem like a place Mike Portnoy should be. But who the hell am I to tell Mike Portnoy what to do? Oh, that's right. I'm the fucking music snob. Potato Man asks, potatoes or cabbages? Fucking potatoes, duh. French fries are my crack. Which means you better be fucking scared, Potato Man. Although one quick side note, if you cook cabbage in one of those like stir fries or stew things, especially in like a Chinese dish, oh my god. Robbie Lighton asks, who is your favorite Beatle? What's your favorite Beatles album? My favorite Beatle? Kind of hard to pick, although I would most likely go towards Paul McCartney. John Lennon's kind of weird in the head, and he married Yoko Ono, which completely ruined him. Paul went on to record Live and Let Die, which I freaking love that song. Favorite Beatles album? Hands down, Sgt. Pepper's. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band needs its own music snob / album review. That album's incredible, and what it did to the industry blows everything away. Fishing Dude 145 asks, do you like Steve Wilson and or Porcupine Tree? Yes, I really like Steve Wilson, really like Porcupine Tree. I haven't gone too deep into their catalog, but from what I've skimmed through, it's great stuff. As a matter of fact, if you watch one of my previous Song Suggestion Fridays, I suggested a Porcupine Tree song, Wedding Nails. By the way, if you haven't listened to Wedding Nails, go friggin' listen to it. Autumn Mystic asks, when are you coming to visit me in Florida? If everything comes through with this opportunity like I hope it does, not too long from now. If it doesn't, not sure, but hopefully very soon. Mystic, I will get with you more in person about this later. There's some details I need to work out with you, but the answer is hopefully soon. For those of you that are into ASMR or just want to see a pretty lady on screen for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes being pretty, I mean, go check out Autumn Mystic's channel. She is awesome. She's a good friend of mine. She used to not live with me, but live here in Nashville like I do. If you're into ASMR, go on over there, check out her stuff. She does a great job, especially for a guy like me who has bouts with anxiety. She takes it right away. And let her know I sent you. Radoslava Vlaikova. God, I hope I pronounced that correctly. She asks, besides music, are you in love? That's a really tough question. Have I ever been in love? Absolutely. I've been in love a number of times. I'm not diving into those stories right now. Right now, I would say there's a number of women in my life who I definitely find attractive, and some of them I think they're cool. But by the definition of what I would consider real love, I'm not really there yet with any of them by a long shot. Also, I've been slowly coming to grips over the last year and a half that my current state of life, I totally would love to have a wonderful woman in my life. For those of you that are wondering, yes, I'm straight as a fucking board. But I'm so busy right now, one of two things would have to suffer. It would either be our relationship or my work. My goal is to bust my balls so hard at this stuff so I can actually make it my job, so then I can quit my other job, so then 40 hours of my week come back to me and I can invest that in something like, oh, a relationship. Some love, some good old love. Schnitzel asks, how many times have you broke a certain piece of musical gear? Depends upon what you mean by break. If you mean not functioning the way it should be, then the best example I would say is my guitar. I have such bad luck with input jacks. They're quite literally the bane of my existence. Luckily, the last time I have taken it in, I think I took it into, it was either the place where I used to live or it was British Audio here. Which, by the way, if you ever visit Nashville, go check out British Audio Service. They do great work. Awesome staff. But the last time I got that fixed, that input jack problem pretty much has not been a problem since. The only other thing that really breaks on me in a regular fashion are my tubes blowing in my amplifier, which I have to change my tubes like once every 5 years maybe. So not a whole lot of problems with my gear. You get what you buy, kids. Remember that. You get what you buy. Worship asks, what would you do if John Petrucci left Dream Theater? Fucking audition. Duh. Who do you think John Petrucci learned to play from? No, but in all seriousness, the biggest reason why I would be sad is because I still have not been able to see Dream Theater play live. I had tickets last year, and I couldn't go because of very poor life circumstances for me. But I won't be totally sad, just because I think Dream Theater has had their day, and they've had their day for several decades. Blueball0120 asks, favorite Pink Floyd album? I'll be honest, I'm not much of an album listener when it comes to Pink Floyd. I kind of pick up bits and pieces here and like what I like, and I'm bleh on whatever I'm not so fond of. So I don't know that I could really pick one. Sorry, I don't have a better answer for you. The Puerto Rican Beast, Jonathan Ayala, asks, do you have any plans of giving tutorials on music-related stuff? Some of the more proggy shit like odd meters. That Music Snob video that I told you I have in the works right now is actually for writing melody. I don't know if this guy still watches my channel or not. It's Saul, the Pokemon guitarist, or it's something to that degree. But he left a comment asking for a video on melody, and I've actually been working on it. I've just been stupidly busy, like, oh, this is stupid. Say it all the time, Mike. But yes, I do plan on doing some kind of more like music education type stuff, not just like history and science and giving my opinion, like actually teaching music. If you want a video on meters, we can work that into rotation, brother. Papa Chubb asks, would you ever consider reviewing fan music? Yes, I definitely have already considered it, and I was going to do it, and then it kind of fell by the wayside, although I don't know that I'd necessarily consider him a fan. I don't know how long he's been around. He just kind of left a comment like, hey, would you review my album? And I was like, sure, I'm gonna rip you a new asshole. No, but in all seriousness, I absolutely would love to review fan music and give you guys feedback. I'm not going to fucking rip you a new asshole like I do everyone else. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. And actually, one of the rewards I was looking to build into my Patreon program was an artist development type thing. If you're willing to throw down $20, $40, $50 a month, you get quite a bit of time out of me to develop you as an artist, if that's something you'd be interested in. If you even trust my bullshit opinion. But also just keep in mind, when you get access to me, you get access to the other people I know too, and the broad knowledge base that is the Nashville music scene. Long story short, yes. And if you guys want to make this a thing where I start reviewing your music, blow it up in the comments below. Let me know. Mirror2109 asks, what video games do you play at the moment? / excited for new Zelda? Smiley face. At the moment, I play no video games. Think about it this way. For all of the things I say, I'm sorry I don't have enough time because, if you guys caught me playing video games instead of making my videos better, wouldn't you feel a little cheated? Trust me, I miss them. I really miss video games, and I want to keep playing them. But as far as the priorities list goes, those guys are pretty low down. I got tons of things that I want to do to further my career that I actually do enjoy doing for fun ahead of that. As far as the new Zelda game goes, I am so freaking excited. Not gonna buy it on release day, but I definitely am gonna get it regardless of what the reviews say. I love Zelda, sorry, hands down. And advance notice, that's probably an entire week of no videos, so sorry ahead of time. G Studios asks, when is your birthday? December 30th. Leah Shillabot asks, if I were an animal, what animal would I be? I say a cougar, because considering you're almost 40 and all of my friends still want to bang you, just makes sense. No, I'm kidding. This is my sister, by the way, if you guys don't know yet. Because you are my sister, I consider myself to be more of a wolf than anything else. I would also consider you to be a wolf. Not as much in appearance like this fucking slob here, but more with your attitude and persona. And also your fierceness. Don't fuck with my sister. She'll kill you. Merrimack the Great asks, if you can smoke weed with any lead singer of a metal band and eat the munchies with, what will it be? Given the grammar in this, I'm not 100% sure how I should answer it. And you made it even tougher because typically I'm more of a guitar player or drummer guy. I'm not so much into the lead singers. Shit. If I had to pick, probably Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth. And what would the munchies be? Pizza pretzel combos mixed with Reese's Pieces, topped with gas station nacho cheese. Gorgian Brotherhood asks, also, do you listen to Animals as Leaders? Not on a regular basis, but I have listened to a lot of their stuff. They're an excellent band. That's a band I probably need to dive further into. Go ahead and suggest it for Song Suggestion Friday. Not in this video, in the next Song Suggestion Friday video. But yeah, go ahead and suggest it. I'll listen to it, man. The Cazador asks, what's your view on the Gibson versus Epiphone shit-slinging contest that has been going on for years? I am completely unfamiliar with this, so I can't answer your question. My opinion is a giant question mark. The Sklalanta asks, besides prog, what is your favorite / most listened to metal genre? It's kind of tough because all the metal I listen to has a lot more proggy elements in it. I would have to say something more along the lines of like Pelican or Isis, where it's kind of like a post-grungy metal kind of a thing, kind of sludgy. That's why whoever keeps recommending Tosca for me to listen to, keep fucking recommending it, because I love that shit. It's nothing I run out of my way to listen to on a regular basis, but every once in a while I'll just put on a playlist, a radio station, and it'll just go through and I'll just be in the zone. Mad the Shark asks, if you could choose any superpower, what would you choose? The power to manipulate gravity, because then literally no one could fuck with me. Not to mention you automatically get flying powers, and tons more shit that I have no idea what else I could do. Potato Man asks, again, how do you think the music industry will progress regarding to metal and its subgenres, with the now common nu metal and its explosion? Sorry for bad English. Honestly, most of the people that I talk to who listen to metal really have been trending more towards the gent / proggy side. I think gent kind of helped bring in the people that are all about being brutal and being... The shit is tuned so low and it's so thuddy that it was able to bring some of those just pure brutality people over to appreciate more of the prog stuff. And by the same token, it takes more of us proggy people over to enjoy more of the thuddy stuff. So how do I think it's progressing? I think it's gonna get more progressive because every new metal band that's been coming out and really topping the charts that I've seen, or topping the charts in quotes, has been more of the prog bands. Then again, that's also just from my American perspective. I have no idea what the market is like in South America or in Europe, or even in Asia for that matter. Louis Gillies, or Guilles, or I'm not 100% sure, asks, do you like Andy James? I have no idea who Andy James is, so I have no clue. Dylan T asks, what is your opinion on American politics at the moment? For the record, one thing I am not going to do on this channel is openly talk about my opinion on politics. If you guys wanted to know my opinion on politics, I would have a political channel. This is for your guys' entertainment. It's also for your information as well and all that shit, but it's mostly for your entertainment. I'm not gonna kid myself. But to give you some sort of an answer, I think the current state of American politics is stupid as hell. It's overly polarized, no one is talking to each other, there's no moving forward. That is as much as I will say. Bunny E. Button Eye asks, memes? All I have to say to that is, der plant. Ryan Klassen asks, so the all-important question, who would win in a drinking and if you want drugs contest, then let's call it their prime. The Prince of Darkness Ozzy Osbourne or the vocalist and bassist from Motorhead, Lemmy Kilmister? That is an extremely tough one. If I had to pick, I would put Lemmy in the drinking category and Ozzy in the drugs category. So if we're having a drug contest, Ozzy wins. If we're having a drinking contest, Lemmy wins. Zombie Pirate 10 asks, what is your favorite rock band? I don't know that I have one. It's kind of hard for me to pick one favorite band, let alone hard enough for me to pick a group of favorite bands, but just because of their influence they've had on me, I mean, Dream Theater, Opeth, Periphery, Baroness, all those guys, yeah, I mean, those guys are my bands. But I definitely cannot pick one out of all of them. And especially when you put it down to rock, I mean, that opens things up very wide. And not only that, it's extremely rare for me to find a band that I really fall in love with, especially even an entire catalog of an artist. I typically am more of a pull a little bit from here, pull a little bit from there type of guy. Gorgian Brotherhood asks, again, what's your top 10 bands? Alright, so that was my first Q&A. Again, if you guys want me to review fan music, let me know in the comments below. Blow that shit up. I hope I answered your questions sufficiently. If not, I'm sorry. Maybe not that sorry. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really do love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. And this is the littlest I could give back to you guys, is answering some of your questions. So anyway, take it easy guys. I'll see you in the next video. Rock on!